Probably don't want that tree. I'm being very careful about my pruning now. Birch trees are quite happy over there. Oak trees would be probably quite happy over there as well. And oaks like grassland, so they should be happy over there, really. Yeah, they're pretty happy over there. And then my sycamores and elms up here. It still seems quite happy with its environment there. I don't know why. Is it happy in a forest? It might just be happy in a forest environment. But the apple trees are spreading nicely though. They seem really happy. Yeah, it's definitely said oregano in British, okay? And that is what I speak, and that is how I will say it. Proper just like pruning. Keeping the biomes right. Look at all the grass over here. So I want the grass to start about there. And all over here I just want buttercups. And let's see how my rosemary is doing over here. Hopefully it's not dead. Seems like it's okay. It's spreading. Definitely spreading. Let's have a look at the biome checker. So we're 20% forest over here. I could give it a little help. A little bit of a nudge. With a few more rosemaries. So this is going to be a proper nice forest area. And I'm just going to like... let that propagate a bit. And then we'll see how it's going. We're up to about a 40% forest now. Beautiful. Are you happy? It's not that happy. Why is that then? Between 15 and 55 meters, that's fine. It can go on barren land, grassland, forest, or woodland. It doesn't like desert. So I need to make it less deserty so that it will grow. But the more time passes and the more that turns into a more foresty biome, the better that will be. Come on, Rosemary. You can do it. You can do it. It's starting to take. I'll leave it for a little longer, and I might have to come back and play around with it, put some more rosemary down to get it to work properly. Grass is a lot easier. It doesn't end in an I. I didn't say origami. Oh, look, my woodland is starting to get little sort of moats, little fireflies and things in it. Fantastic. That's looking nice. Okay, what are we going to do next? Oh yeah, we were going to play around with the oregano in the woodland. Okay, let's see if that will evolve from... Why have we got grass everywhere again? I keep removing it. And it keeps coming back. No, I don't want you. Get away. And the rosemary's come back as well. Excuse me. Professional She-Lab is professional again. Trying to keep it all pruned. It's hard to do. Yeah. Keep removing many there. And there's mushrooms coming up here as well, which is kind of cool. We've got lots of trees and things spreading up here, so this is really helping. Let's see how the clouds are pink. The rosemary is spreading. Very nice. The trees are starting to take over the chickens area a little bit again, so let's get rid of them. Just check the chickens are happy. Yep, they are. Cool. What percentage have we got over here now? We're struggling a bit. I wonder if there's anything else that will help with that. Wild mint. You spread grassland. Buttercup is woodland. Wheat is grassland. Daisy is grassland as well. So really it is only the rosemary that I've got that will spread forest at the moment. Unless the mushrooms do. No. I just need to keep at it really. Maybe a tree or two up there would help. A woodland kind of tree. Yeah, elms actually spread woodland. So let's pop a couple up here and see if we can get a couple of elm trees just to grow with the woodland. Sorry, did I say it spreads woodland? Because if it does, I don't want it. It needs to spread forest. Ooh, have I made a mistake? Yeah, I made a mistake. Bye-bye. That was an expensive mistake. I need a tree that will spread forest. Tall tree. Tall trees spread forest. Alright, let's see if we can get enough money for some of those, because that got unlocked with one of my tasks. See if we can get this forest working over here. And just have lots of rosemary around it. Rosemary's expensive. Getting this whole forest going is expensive. It's 36% forest at this point. Hey, I've done an apple every day, so I get 5,000 DP for that. Nice. That's a nice reward. So with that, I can plant another couple of tall trees just close here. And that's going to really help the forest to grow. There we are. What are we now? 52% forest. So that's going to stop the rosemary from dying off, you see. It's going to make the rosemary happier. It's going to make it spread more. Yeah, the rosemary... I think that should be enough to get it going. Lovely. Rosemary likes trees. Ah, yes. So putting the trees in there is actually good as well. It's getting them... It's a lot happier. Likes trees. Perfect. And do the trees like rosemary? They seem quite happy. It just likes to be in the forest, I guess. But they're really good. So that's a really good forest biome starter. Anyway, it's a starter for it. We've got a random thing over here. Just grass and daisies. Okay, I'm going to go back into the oceans, I think. No, I'm not. We haven't done the oregano yet. Let's go see what that evolves from, okay? Let's go and see what that evolves from. So it is from grass. Okay, so some of the grass that's spreading up here, we could probably get to turn into oregano if we want to. So it needs to be mud green. It's not going to even look that different. I would like you to be mud green. So we're going to just keep an eye on that. See if it'll turn mud green for me. Right, so that is a mud green one there, I think. I think it is. Wonderful. And that looks like that'll evolve quite quickly. So the next thing I want to work on is the seaweed. The seaweed needs to get bigger. To make kelp, you see. We need 1.04 or bigger, and then we need to put some large rocks in. I don't even know if we have large rocks unlocked yet. I'll have a look in a minute. Selective breed for size. Probably want an extra couple of percent. Maybe, let's go for 3%. That might be enough. Oh, actually. Go for 4%. It didn't cost me any extra. And then we'll come back in a minute and we'll see if we've got any nice big seaweed plants that I can turn into kelp. Also, let's have a look for these rocks. So I want large rocks. Do we have large rocks? We've got stones, brown stones, rock, brown rock, jungle rock, snow rock. I don't know if we'll be able to do this because I don't think we have the rocks for it. Where are they? Let's just search for rocks. Large rocks. Oh, right. Okay, so brown rocks and rocks count as larger rocks. That's fine. I may pop a couple down in the ocean down here just in case. Just for a bit later. Future-proofing, you know. Yep, I was going to grow my seaweed bigger to get kelp. Yep. So let's go back and see how the oregano stuff is going. Do we have any yet? Did it die? My mud green grass? Really, 94%. I need mud green grass. Where is it? Is there any? Died too fast. Alright, so what I need to do is get some more mud green grass. Nightmare. I don't have enough. Give me more DPs! I need mud green grass. Oh, the grass died in the meantime. Is that mud green? That looks like it might be mud green. You mud green? You are! Yes! Handy! The world's address. Welcome. We're evolving mud green grass to try and make oregano. Now then. I would love to know, before I click on this, what oregano likes. What do you like? It likes to be in a woodland biome. And it likes woodland kind of trees. Okay, well, where it is probably quite good then. Yep, it's quite happy over there. I'm going to remove a bit of grass from around here as well. Although, I suppose now I've finished with the mud green grass, I suppose. So basically, I'm just trying to keep the biomes fairly separate by making sure that grass is removed. And I'm going to try and make sure that rosemary is removed as well. Although I've removed it several times and it just keeps coming back. I'm going to remove it completely from this area. Because the place for rosemary is over here. Where I'm starting to grow myself a forest biome. There's 44% forest now. The trees have grown up a bit. They're happy where they are. The rosemary seems pretty happy where it is. I'll see if I can get some more of these tall trees to grow. They seem to be growing on their own a bit as well. Fantastic. That, left to its own devices, will probably just keep spreading, which is great. Right, now let's go back into the sea and see how the seaweed is doing. I want to see the size of it. Did we get any big seaweed? Oh, I've got one at 1.03, but I need a 1.04. Well, you, big seaweed, I'm going to selectively breed you for an extra little bit of size. Extra 1% should do it, and then I'll be able to get kelp. And then I'll be able to evolve my first creature, which will be a fish. Which will be awesome. End goal of this game, I imagine, to finish all of the tasks. And to just have to unlock all the creatures. Gotta catch them all. And to unlock all the plants. That seems to be the end goal, honestly. My DP has gone terrible again. Are the chickens happy? Chickens are not happy. Trees are growing in chicken area. Are chickens happy again now? Yes, chickens are happy again. Have I got like a green sheep over here? I do. That's amazing. I don't have any white sheep anymore. They're all just green and grey. Some definite 1.03s around. Not quite enough to get the kelp yet. Why are the sheep green? Because that's how they evolved. They randomly mutated to be green in my map. I could ask them to be green if I wanted. Or they can just randomly mutate. Quite a few apple trees now, which is great stuff. I'm going to keep maybe just propagating the buttercups like up this mountain a little bit, up this hill. Expand that woodland area a little bit more. It'll naturally expand, but I think it doesn't expand too much further than you want it to. It tries to sort of keep itself a little bit self-contained. Because otherwise you'd have an impossible time of it trying to keep your biomes nice and trim. But that's definitely working better now. How's my forest doing up here? Very well, seemingly. Leave that to its own devices. Right, I reckon I could get my chickens to spread a bit further if I put a little bit more effort into putting some wheat around the place. I've got a good environment over here for wheat, but it's just not really propagating. So I'll put a few more in, and hopefully the chickens will just migrate over there and start eating. We need to evolve purple sheep. We can, I'm sure. If we want. Shall we do it? Let's find a good sheep. You're a good healthy sheep. Tex. Right, so Tex the sheep. I would like to selectively breed for a purple colour. I should be putting disease resistant things into them probably. Bounce power 20 boings. Can I make them super bouncy? Oh my goodness. I can make the sheep bouncier. That's amazing. I'm going to make like a super sheep and it'll be lilac. It'll be a hop, I think. I think to get it purple enough might cost a bit. It's going to cost me 237,817 to make a purple sheep. So let's hope we get a random mutation at some point. Alright, how are we doing for the size on these dudes? Not very well at all right now. Sheep over here are growing nicely. They're very grey, I know. We have a new end goal for this game. Get the lilac sheep and get them to be extra bouncy. Definitely. I'll turn the selective breeding off on that one because we don't need that right now. Get some wild boar and stuff going. Oh, okay. Got loads of completed tasks here. What are the tasks that we're actually on? Oh, so we've done this woodland biome. So we've unlocked guinea pigs. Oh, we can put guinea pigs in our woodlands. Oh my goodness me. That's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. I want guinea pigs in my woodland. Guinea pigs. Get in my woodland. I imagine they like woodland. They do. And they like fallen fruit. So they're going to like to eat the apples. Hello, guinea pigs. There you go. You have a friend. I'm not going to use all of my stuff on you. Meerkats. Oh my goodness. Do we have ferrets? Got beavers. Wolves, dolphins. No like badgers or anything like that. Oh no. Guinea pigs are pretty good though. Go and eat that apple, little guinea pig. Nom nom nom. Okay, so we've done an apple every day as well. Produce 250 apples. Oh, right. This is repeatable. You can complete it over and over again, and every time you do, you get the reward. Add some more apple trees into the world and start farming apples for regular DP income. Nice. Super nice. Yeah. I'm going to get me some more apple trees in then, definitely. In my nice woodland biome. Get more buttercups down as well, so I can expand it. I like the idea of like every time I get 250 apples down, I get 5,000 DP for it. It's pretty nice, eh? We get one more apple tree in for that. Apple tree, where are you? Oh, the biome isn't too good now. I don't want to be too bad with that. Let me just put some more buttercups in. Close to that apple tree, just to make sure it's got a good enough biome there. Okay. Well, hopefully that's kind of alright. $10k DP for the red tree. Yeah, but it's not repeatable. Every time these apples drop 250 apples, I get 5,000. So it's amazing because it's repeatable. So look, I'm already a quarter of the way through it. These apples are just dropping off the trees like really fast. So that's just like a completely farmable. I'm basically farming the apples. It's kind of cool. Oh, good night, Zangiri. Give some love to Hop. Thank you. And thank you for popping along. And thank you for coming in and saying goodnight before you went away. Oh dear. Oh, we need some deer, apparently. Potato party. I need to get some potatoes. Carrots for rabbits. And I need some wild boar. Wow. I still need to work on the redfish and the kelp. How are we doing over here? Have we got any good sizes? I spent money trying to get that. Oh, there we are. There. You. 1.05. That means I can get kelp from you. Very good. Okay, so hopefully we'll get some kelp soon. Trout seem like they just want to live over there. They don't want to live in here for some reason. Sometimes I think they just stick around where you put them to start with. So I'm going to actually put some more trout down. Need some more DP. Come here. I'll put another trout like right the way over here. Did it go in? There we are. So hopefully that will just expand the population a little bit. And we'll get some kelp in as well. And that will be lovely. We're already halfway through the apples quest as well. I'm putting more apple trees in all the time. So it'll start to get faster and faster and faster as well. Which will be amazing. Sheila, the apple farmer. Yes. Apple farming for the win. I have successfully evolved a kelp. Beautiful. So now I have successfully evolved a kelp over here. I want to know what a kelp's ideal habitat is. It likes a riverbed biome, so it wants to be right in here. Riverbed 40%. I wonder if there's something that particularly spreads riverbed in the same way. So let's have a look. Seaweed. Do you spread riverbed? You do. So I need to get more seaweed down so it will spread more riverbed. Particularly around that little plant there. So let me get you down there. Oh no, I hate it when I click there and it spreads over there. It's ridiculous. Now it's not happy with its environment. Not surprisingly. So let's try and get as much seaweed around it as I can. You can make it, little kelp. You can make it. I know you're not very healthy. You don't like where you are. Actually, I can probably just buy kelp now. It's not too expensive. So even if it dies, I've at least evolved it. Yeah, it died. So let's find a better place for it. See, this is a good biome for it, but it's got a light species that it wants to have around it. So let's just double check what that is. It likes to have around it rocks and stones. Okay. I did put a couple of rocks and stones in, but we'll just go for some stones over here. And see if that helps my kelp. And I know what I did there. Where's my kelp gone? Did it die already? No, it's over here. Cool. And it's happy. And it should hopefully spread because it's happy. Because that's what happens when things are happy, right? They spread. Yeah, we've got another kelp over there. No, that's more seaweed. Okay. I'll just make sure I put down a few stones. Apple every day is automatically being collected, so it just keeps getting collected and just keep getting the DP for it, which is amazing. Such a good quest. So now we're going to work on making redfish because we have some kelp around, and redfish like kelp. And I believe that these trout over here are what I will use to make them. So let's have a little look. Redfish. So I need to make the trout pink. Okay, we can try and do that. Let's find a trout that's nice and healthy. You're nice and healthy. Right, let's see if we can make you pink. And how much that will cost me. 2.6k. Different colours, different stuff. Oh yeah. So I need to wait for my pink trout to turn up. This can take a while with selective breeding. Although I don't know whether it's better to have one with selective breeding that's about to die, because then it'll... I don't know. I don't know what's more likely. So I need to know what colour you are. I mean, hopefully I'll see one that's like bright pink, but you never know. It's more likely to be the baby ones. There's a baby one over there. Ah, baby pink one! Yes! Yes, look at you. Little pink one. Right, so you can now hopefully turn into a redfish. And the seas will be full of different fishes. Kelp spreads riverbed, which is what I was looking at. Oh, right. That is good. I thought seaweed spread it as well. Does it not? Yeah, it spreads. Seaweed spreads riverbed, and kelp does as well. I'll let this little guy evolve. This is such a fun game. Apple farming is infinitely better than poop farming. Yes, that's normally what it asks me to do, isn't it? Let's speed this along. And evolve my redfish. Wonderful. Wonderful. The redfish resides in the rivers and lakes of Equilinox. This fish likes to live in areas where kelp seaweed plant is growing. It's able to grow in some tropical areas, but it dislikes the presence of shells in its habitat. Very well. You don't need to selectively breed anymore. Got what I need. Unlock the redfish. And I need to get to 4 of them. I also want kelp. And yeah, kelp. Once I've got kelp and water lilies, that's it. And there'll be 2 more tasks unlocked. Totally quackers and tropical waters. So we'll get tropical fish and ducks by the looks of it. Which will be fantastic. Ah, this is really cool, this game. How's my forest doing? It's looking awful foresty up there. Oh, we've nearly got another thing of apples. We're producing a lot of apples, actually. It's very, very good. It's feeding the guinea pigs. How are they doing down there? Oh, yeah, they're multiplying nicely. They're making friends with the sheep over there. Fantastic. Probably don't need to see the size of these anymore. I'll turn that off. And then you just go in there. Swim around, do whatever you want. And my one little pink trout as well. I love having all the different colours, it's so cool. I wonder if there's any other, like if the green sheep. If a green sheep would change colour for less money, maybe. I wonder. See, like, lilac is actually a really expensive colour. If I wanted cyan sheep... Oh, that'd be even worse. I guess, like... It's terrible. The natural colour, too, is 290. A white sheep is 1.8k. I had some white sheep at the beginning, naturally. Brown, grey, beige. Even beige is, like, 49k. And then lilac is actually fairly inexpensive compared to some of the other colours. Dark purple's 1.4 million. But how cool would that be? Look at how many apples I have. And we're nearly up to 1.3k as well. Fantastic. A strange chicken has been born with an unusual mutation. What's your mutation, chicken? Hero brine. It's got a mixed diet. It's got an interesting colour. Colour is natural colour too, so it's not a particularly good colour or anything. I wonder what it's... Have a look at its info. Flees from predators. That's not it. Maybe the fact it's got 1.01, it's got 2 meters a second speed. What do they normally have? I mean, it's slightly darker brown compared to the other chickens. It's actually slower than them and less disease resistant. Yeah, I think it's just a different colour. Nice. Yeah, the seas are getting full of my cool new fish, hopefully, I think. Spreading? Yes, they are spreading. Fantastic. Okay, so the next thing we need to work on is these water lilies. So we need to find out where they spread from. Water lilies. Probably from either kelp or seaweed, honestly. Let's just see. It's going to be one of these two. Water lilies. There we are. So they need to be... Oh, we can just evolve them straight away. Need redfish nearby, and they need to be at -4 altitude. And we can get water lilies. Fantastic. Very good. You don't need to be selectively bred, little one. There we are. What else have we got to do? Make some wild boars. Make some carrots. Make some deer. Alright. So all of these can be evolved, I believe, from these sheep. So let's have a look. 70% woodland. And fruit bushes. Well, we don't have any fruit bushes. We've got fruit trees. But not bushes. Wild boar. Fallen fruit. And anything that's not grassland. Okay. So maybe a sheep over here in the woodland would work. Yes, it will. Fantastic. Knew there was a reason I was taking all the grass away. Talking about that, I do need to remove some of the grass from over here. We've got to keep it woodlandy. Especially around the... Ugh. Okay, let's find another little... Let's find a little tiny sheep that won't die fast. Come on, there's fallen fruit right here. Honestly. How about you, little tiny sheep? There we are. Plenty of fallen fruit. We need some more apple trees, I think. I'll plant a couple more over here. Maybe we need more buttercups. Another apple tree, or 2, 3. Right, so where's my wild boar then? Have we got one yet? There we are, it's evolving over there. Okay, cool. And apparently I need 6 of them, so they need to be really happy and to thrive in my woodland biome. I've got this whole little biome going over here, this grassland, and I'm doing nothing with it at all. There's so much space as well. I'm doing nothing with half the space. It's obviously going to be a bit more of a long-winded game than I realised, actually. It looked quite simple, and then now it's like... I love my little roaming guinea pig herd over there. It's just like, hee, scurry around. Yes. How am I going to make carrots then? I need a rabbit as well. Wow. Do rabbits evolve from guinea pigs? I know that that's quite unrealistic. I need ash trees nearby. Okay, so let's try and plant some ash trees down by the guinea pigs. I'm certain I've got ash. Have I got ash trees? Actually? Thinking about it, I might not even have them. Birch, elm, sycamore, oak. I'm just gonna have a look at. I'm just gonna go down by just trees. See if I can find the ash one a little bit faster. Okay, it evolves from an elm. Got some elms up here. Health's a bit dire on that one. It's not much better on that one. Wow, not enough DP. 22,000 DP needed. Let's just fast forward a little bit and hopefully I can make... Oh, we have a wild boar. Very nice. Indeedy. And then we'll get the elm tree going. So I can start evolving rabbits. And then work out how to get carrots. Ooh, the biome isn't enough woodland. So I might need to put a couple of buttercups in around here. Try and woodland it up a little bit. Yeah, that's nice and woodlandy. Okay, so let's get that evolving. And we'll go check out the new wild boar. He seems very happy. I'm going to try and go towards his windfall fruit, hopefully. So I want 6 of them, apparently, and they need to be satisfied with their environment, which they're not at all. So, the biome is apparently completely unsuitable for him. And Scar. Ooh. Not very healthy. Not very suitable environment. Let's go and have a look at what we're doing wrong here. So, it's a herbivore. Brown to pink, natural colour. Habitat. Forest or swamp. Okay! I have some dudes for my forest! They will eat vegetables, potatoes, fallen fruit, fruit bushes, and herbs. Now, rosemary hopefully counts as a herb for them to eat. Count as a herb? Tell me you count as a herb. You are a herb. So they can eat rosemary. So actually popping them over here is probably going to be good. There's a couple of liked species as well, though. Let's have a look. Likes stones and cedar trees. We don't have cedar trees, but we can put some stones up here. Absolutely. Let's get this environment good for them. And I could work on cedar trees. I mean, let's see. What do we need? I guess that they would be forest trees. Cedar tree comes from a tall tree. Right, we'll work on the forest then. So a forest for our lovely wild boar. What do you reckon, chat? Are there any tasks that you would like to see me do? Like, do you want rabbits or do you want deer next? Tell me if you want rabbits or deer after we do the boar. Tell me what you want next. So I want to see what we need to do to get a cedar tree. We need heather. And we need these to be a bit bigger. Right, so how do we get heather? Oh, gee. Let me guess. From rosemary? Yep. And we need fallen fruit nearby. How do we get fallen fruit nearby? Ugh. Will the apple trees grow in forest? Because they're the only fruit trees we have. Let's just double check. They might grow in forest. No, I want to check the info. They will grow in forest. Right. I'm going to put a couple of apple trees up here then. Or, you know, one. Yeah, they seem happy enough. So we got a couple of stones and apple trees. So then we get the fallen fruit. Once we get the fallen fruit, we can have, we can get some heather. And rocks and stones. That's great. So we're getting this habitat done. Nice. Ready for these wild boar to be happy rather than unhappy. So Empress Zia wants rabbits next. So your wish is my command. I'll start on it. I will start on it. So how do we get a rabbit? From the guinea pigs, I believe. Guinea pigs. Let me click on you. Thank you. To get a rabbit, we need 9,000 DP. We're nearly there. And we need the ash trees. Oh yeah, I had already started on that. We had already started trying to make ash trees, I believe. And we have one over here. Probably could do with moving over here though. Right. Are you happy? Little ash tree? No. Altitude is poor. Oh. Liked species, 1 out of 2. Alright, let's go and see what it likes. It likes large rocks and flowers. So we've got flowers around, but we don't have any large rocks for it. And it wants to be probably a little bit higher. 20 to 60 meters high. Wow. So maybe up this hill. Up this hill would be a good place, I think, for my ash trees to go. So I might have to buy a new ash tree. I want woodland trees. Ash tree. Whoa, they're expensive. How much is it to transplant that one? That super unhappy one over here. It's worse to transplant it than it is to... It always is, actually. Always is worse to transplant it. But I need it for the rabbits. Need it for the rabbits. So let's go back over to our wild boar area. And see how that is doing. The apple needs to grow up a bit more and get some fruit on it. So I think a bit of a fast forward is in order here. Apple everyday reward. Very nice. Get that a couple more times. Then I will be able to get my my ash tree up here. Right, so how's it going? So we need the windfall fruit off this apple tree. Okay, once it gets 100% growth. It'll take a little while. So we need the windfall fruit off that apple tree so we can start growing heathers over here. Once we grow heathers, we can grow the tree that is liked by the wild boar. The wild boar will probably be quite happy over here, actually. Anyway, just on its own. Like, let's see. I mean, it's not too bad, actually. It's kind of okay. So, I do just need to try and get that cedar tree for it, and then it'll be a bit happier, but it's pretty good already. So we'll get the heather, and then once we get the heather, we can get the cedar tree, and then it'll be like, yay! Loving my forest. My forest's cool. Yes. So we're 59% forest. I mean, maybe a few more things to make it foresty would help. A little bit more rosemary over here might just give it a bit of a boost. There we are. That'll give you a bit of a piggy boost. Ah, much better. Much better. Extra rosemary really helped there. There's tinder for flora and fauna, a little bit. A little bit. So I'm going to put more piggies down. More piggies, because I need 6 of them. I don't have enough money. Mick, thank you very much for the resub. You should be asleep. But you're not. You're secretly watching me at 1 in the morning. Mwahaha. I can't believe, like, I've been going for, like, nearly 3 hours on this. So it's like, doesn't seem like that at all. This is the problem when you start at like 10. 11, 12, 1. That's 3 hours, but it's 1 in the morning already. It's like, that's really late for most people. Oh, I got my apples again, so we get another wild boar here. Well, actually, I could just leave them to reproduce, right? They'll get there. I don't need to spend all my money on that. All my DPs. So hopefully that will just carry on doing its thing. I'm supposed to just be seeding it and then going on. But I'm not. I keep sort of trying to push everything forward too fast. Okay. So now I need this ash tree, don't I think. I need it to be moved. And for that I need 22,000. So I'm going to need a little bit more. A little bit more of my apple income as well. If my guinea pigs don't eat it all. Shush. What are you doing up there? Little apple tree up the top there. It's trying its very hardest, isn't it? I need to get a better environment up this hill anyway. A bit more of a buttercup spread up here because I want the ash tree to grow well. Unfortunately, that spent all my money on buttercups, so hopefully that'll just slowly improve that little woodland area, which is done nicely there. I need so much more for this ash tree. They're so expensive. It's too hot. Yeah, it is really hot, isn't it? There's a lot of people been saying that they've been cancelling their streams because they're way too hot. Like down in London and stuff. Up in Scotland, it's not so bad. Down in London, I think they're really struggling. Right, let me just have a quick look over at my chickens and just make sure that they're all okay and they're not like being overrun by trees, which I think they are a little bit. Let's get rid of them. Don't want any trees around here. No trees, only chickens. There we are. It is chicken time over there. So I may add a couple more actually. Over in this direction. That way they'll just stay over there. Maybe a couple more wheats won't hurt. Apple every day has been collected. Lovely. We're 1,500 now. That's great. More buttercups, I think. I don't know if there's anything else that spreads woodland. Does oregano? Yeah. So I'll put a few of those in as well. I want it varied. I want some herbs. I know, I'm spending all my money. I know. But it's helping with the variety. The animals are very small compared to the trees. Well, in real life, right, a guinea pig compared to an apple tree, it's probably actually not even small enough. Same with the sheep and chickens, honestly. What a lovely little picture that is. Unusual seaweed has been born. Where? Never tells you which one it is properly. Oh, where's all the redfish? They moved away from the one I was trying to get to evolve into a water lily, and then I went away and forgot about it. I don't want to do that. Yay, water lilies have evolved. And they are purple. Lovely. Well, you can kind of maybe stay where you are. Well, it's riverbed. And it likes to be around fish. Well, that's fine. You just carry on where you are. Apple a day has been collected. I nearly got enough for that ash tree. And I'm hoping that that will spread as well. I'm hoping that will be good up here. 54% woodland up here. And it's growing more all the time. Come on. Oh, we've just hit 2k. Wonderful. I will fast forward it just a touch. Just to get that last little bit. Heatwave is going to miss us. Not complaining. It's warm enough as it is. Yeah, I know. We don't need a heatwave up here at all. It's just nice and warm. It's nicely warm. Okay. Altitude up here is good. The biome is 80% suitable. But there's a species missing that it likes a particular species. Right, let's just have a look. What is it that it doesn't have? Rocks. Let's get it some large rocks. Oh look, I can do spread, lives in biome, spreads biome. Didn't even notice that until now. With some brown rocks around it. A couple up there. Hopefully then that'll be nice and happy. Oh yes, happy ash tree, fantastic. I've forgotten why I even needed an ash tree up here. I know it was something to do with rabbits. So let's go and have a look at the guinea pigs and see what we needed to do with them. I may need to put another guinea pig up the top there. So, guinea pig. To be a rabbit, you need to have 2 ash trees nearby you. Okay, that would be why then. So stick a guinea pig up the top and put a rabbit nearby. Put ash trees nearby, sorry. It needs to be a very satisfied guinea pig as well, apparently. So we've got some apple trees up here, so getting some guinea pigs up the top there would be good. And then they can turn into rabbits with the ash trees nearby. Right, so I want to have a look at what we need to get carrots. What do you need to get some carrots then? Bushes, fruit bushes, leafy bushes, trees, small plants, root vegetables, carrots. Evolves from wild mint. Super interesting. Okay, let's go find some wild mint then, shall we? Is there wild mint up here? That's oregano. Wild mint is a grassland thing. We did have some earlier on. Whether it's still about, I'm not sure. There we are, some wild mint. So let's see what we need to evolve that into carrots. We need 90% grassland and rabbits to be nearby. Wow, so I imagine that once we've evolved the guinea pigs into rabbits, then we'll move them over to the grassland. This is just a hoop to jump through, I guess. Woohoo! Apple every day! Autocomplete! I've got my lily one as well. Awesome. 2 new tasks unlocked. Let's go see what they are. Satisfied ducks and tropical waters, tropical seaweed population and clownfish. Wonderful. I need to get some tropical stuff going on soon then. Got plenty of... Wow, look, it's actually snowy up here nowadays. That's interesting. That didn't seem to be like that before, I don't think. Okay, so. Potatoes eaten as well. Gosh. So much to do. We're nowhere near these mushrooms either. I'm liking my super cool fish population over here though. The pond lilies are growing as well, so they've got a big pond there. But I imagine I'm going to have to turn sort of maybe over here or somewhere else, like into a nice tropical water somewhere. Maybe over here. Could be tropical, but then I'm going to have to make sure there's separation. Whereas over here, you've automatically got separation. So that's kind of cool. How are my piggies doing? Did they make a baby piggy? They did. Are they satisfied? Biome isn't quite right for them yet. It's not big enough. So, I would say... Well, we can get the heathers maybe together now for the... We evolve heather. Fallen fruit nearby. Oh, I need that to be closer then. Got the fallen fruit and I need 3 rocks and stones nearby. Okay, let's just get a couple of stones. I know, I'm getting very distracted and I'm going over here when I should be doing my rabbits. I know. But the heather and the cedar will help the pigs be happier, and that will be one of my objectives. So, give me some rocks. Right. Perfect. Heather, here we come.